Hello everyone! Today we're looking at the Boba Fett Mythos Series 6-scale figure by Sideshow. The box is a classic shoebox design with a photo of the figure blazoned right on the front. Now when we lift off that shoebox top, we're going to get another photograph of the figure in action, as well as additional art that wraps around the whole inner box. Once out of the box, you're going to have two trays, an upper and a lower. The upper having your character, 6 swap-out hands with attached wrist pegs, and 2 of his trophy lightsabers. In the lower tray, 4 different blasters, a 3rd trophy lightsaber, his jetpack, dagger, and the display stand. Now, I want to take all of these out of the trays so we can look at them a little better. All unpacked from those protective trays are Boba Fett figure, the jetpack, the 6 swap-out hands with their wrist pegs already attached, 3 trophy lightsabers, his dagger, 4 different blasters, and the stand. Now let's look at the figure close up. All right, let's take a look at some of the details and design work in the Mythos Boba Fett. Some of this is going to be reminiscent of what we've seen in the films, and some is allowing us to create our own story. And that is a lot done in the weathering. First up here on the helmet, you see the dings, the scrapes and dents that have happened in the helmet are a little bit different than we've seen in the film. But great detail work and damage all the way around. Now we also have this poncho that's over the back and weathered, as well as straight down the front. Now there is wire in this that allows you to pose and manipulate that, giving it a lot of action. Here on the left arm, the famous signet, as well as the whistling birds that we now know them of, incredibly beaten and weathered. We have that damage and wear on the right shoulder with a lot of scrapes and dings. Definitely that's repeated here on the flamethrower gauntlet. Now below the ammo pouches, we are going to have the camo skirt. Now this one here also has wire and can be manipulated as well. Here on the right leg is going to be a sheath for holding that dagger. And then all of the weaponry in the shins can be lifted out and removed as well. Right down to the signature double-pointed boots right there in the front. With the poncho moved out of the way using that wire, we're going to see that chest armor that we are used to. Better look at the Wookiee braids there, as well as the red cords and all of the armor up on the front. Now this pouch here does have a magnetic closure here in the front, and inside is a little bit of foam that keeps it in shape. You're also going to see the back with all of the weathering. You're going to have the 2 clips here. That's where the jetpack is going to lock in. You're going to be able to now see the red cord in those ammo pouches. Also, you're going to see a little bit better here the 3 separate holders for those lightsabers, and then that hard shell for the blaster. All right, articulation up here on the head. First up is you are going to have an articulated rangefinder right there on the helmet. Now it looks like the traditional ball joint that moves around. I want to lift that off so you can see how the peg differs. Yes, it is that traditional ball joint, but it does have a connection point here, the way in which the helmet goes on. You also are able to manipulate, and you have a little more movement there in a double hinge there by the neck. Now we work our way down onto the shoulder, and I do want to move the poncho out of the way to show that. Straight to 90. The elbows will be double jointed. I have the bicep that swivels. Straight out in front. Can also go straight back. And keep those ponchos out of the way so we can talk about the articulation points of the chest. Moving the arms out of the way. This is permanently attached. Most of the movement here is going to happen really down in the waist. But I'm given a huge range of motion, twisting side to side, as well as bends to the side, and a forward, backward. Leg and hip articulation. We are going to be able to pivot the leg here at the thigh. We are able to extend out to the side. forward to just about 90, neutral, and then back a little ways as well. The knee is going to be double jointed. The boot is sculpted in all one piece. It is on a ball joint, so you will be able to swivel and move and pivot, and you can also see the great tread work. Now the Z6 jetpack, heavily damaged with a lot of really new cool features. Number one, these can be extended, as well as the rocket boosters are also articulated. There on the back are the two clips that are going to attach to the figure. So you can lay these downward, and you can also move those thrusters. The figure comes with 3 pair of additional hands. We have a pair right and left of a relaxed or neutral grip. We have a right and left for holding weapons. And we also have a specialty right hand with the extended trigger finger, and a left hand for gripping underneath the stock of the rifle. The largest of his weapons, the BlasTech DLT-19, does have that camouflage wrap done all the way down. The strap is going to be leather. Take a look at that detail all the way around back here on the stock. Now there are movable parts on this weapon. The range finders are going to lift up on both parts, and right here this will collapse and lock in right underneath, as well as it also pivots when you have it extended. Perhaps Boba Fett's most recognizable weapon, the EE3 carbine blaster. You have great weathering and paint applications here. Got that wood stock and of course the metal tones there. Looking straight down, you're going to even see the gloss on the lens of the scope. Here on the other side, again, that wood stock and that great weathering. Here we have the concussion grenade launcher with that stock. Great metal on the front, and then with a little bit of the exhaust blast right there on the barrel tip. The Sacros K-11 blaster. Now this one here is going to be able to go into that hard shell holster on the side. Here's his unique dagger, and that's going to key in to the sheath on his right leg. There's also 3 lightsabers, and these will go into special little loops that he has on the back of his ammo belt. And here's that traditional hexagonal base with support stand. This has been the Boba Fett Mythos Series 6 scale figure by Sideshow. For more information about this figure, follow the link below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.
Did you enjoy that video? Be sure to subscribe by hitting the S icon on your screen and click the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is posted. If you'd like more info on the items featured in this video, click the link provided under product info. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.